Let's do it.
Last time on Storm King's Thunder.
When we last saw her.
Well, first of all, welcome to Storm King's Thunder 44, I believe.
Yes.
Wow.
You guys were on your way to where Gaw, the hill giant chiefess, has her steading lair and steading. You guys know that it's on a branch of one of the rivers, off the desert river. You guys were flying in your balloon ship when following the river, the tributary that you guys believe it's on, or actually I should say know it's on, because the oracle gifted you guys with like a divine direction to it. Anyways, you guys saw a couple rafts below with some orcs. Those orcs had looked like fish, some other provisions, and 3 prisoners. You guys attacked the orcs, leaving slaying all of them, but the head orc, what is he, a war chief or whatever?
Yeah.
And 2 regular orcs also survived. And you guys saved the prisoners. But in the process of the battle, the balloon to the ship was destroyed. And the ship landed in the water. And you guys have the rafts, the ship, and these 3 orcs, and 3 prisoners. And that's about it, I would say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does this waterway that we're on, I'd like to talk to the captain, Picard, for lack of a better name for him.
Huh?
Does this waterway that we're on go to, obviously it goes to Ga, right? But
Yeah.
Is there a split where it would then go to Golden Fields?
I'm sure you could in a way, through tributaries and whatever, because this is sure, in a way, yeah.
And could you get the balloon fixed in Golden Fields?
He says, don't forget, the ship has runners. We can go across the snow even.
Cool. But I want to be able to get it airborne again.
He says, perhaps we can contact Klauth. All hail Klauth.
All hell Klaus. But, what we really need is just like a good sewing kit, right?
He says, the balloon is made out of dragon hide.
Oh.
I'm sure we could have one provided by, and his eyes kind of dart both ways, the master.
All hell Klaus.
All hail Klauth.
Okay. Sure.
We can await you in Golden Fields.
Okay. Yeah.
He says, we can take the prisoners to safety.
No. We're going to take the prisoners with us. We're going to get on those rafts, barges. At least one of them. And,
I think, but he meant like the 3 humans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the man, the woman, and
Yeah,
the young lady.
2 girls and 1 guy. Yeah. Oh,
Future
those.
bride for Garl. Well, those 3 ladies.
Man, woman. They actually, when you look like, once they're like kind of like all unbound and everything, they're all like they appear to be a family.
Okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we should, maybe talk to them. Like, yeah, like what do they want? What are they looking forward
When
to?
you're
What?
kind of address them, they kind of like hide behind like the man. Kind of step behind him, and he looks at you kind of nervously. They're a little bit traumatized by their ordeal.
I can understand that. So, what do we? What do you need? Where do you
Still
need to
rubbing
go?
the wrists. The man says, "You can see he's like unshaven, has
Sure.
like a bushy beard." He says, "Originally, we're from Womford," and he motions his head and he says, "Upriver." He says, "It's a small village across the river from the barge right in." He says, like, you should know where the barge right in. He says,
Yeah, sure. Upriver, right?
Yeah, Silent would know that like a barge right in is like was used to be like an inn, but it's becoming a community.
Okay.
Um, he says, quite some time ago. He says, well, Womford is mainly fishing and agriculture.
Sure.
We got big grain silos. We send it to Golden Fields to be shipped downriver, and we do a lot of fishing there. And he says, but when fall came, there was sightings of giants, and eventually we got attacked by giants. Some people stayed. We decided to leave. We didn't want to get smashed, and
Yeah, I get
well,
that.
there's nowhere to really go. We didn't. Last thing I wanted to do was go to Barge Right. And they all kind of look nervously, and he says, people have been disappearing in Barge Right, so I took my family into the woods. We were doing some fishing and to keep up with winter. Was building a cabin, and well, he motions to the rafts. He says, then they found us. He says, and they took the fish. They took everything we had at the cabin. He says, I thought they were going to kill us, but they were taking us alive.
Wonder why.
And they all like, like they're all like, I don't know. But I thank you for saving our lives. He says, we don't really have anywhere to go. Womford isn't good. We're in the woods. He says, if I hear you mentioned Golden Fields, that's just as good a place as any to spend the winter.
Well, Garl will go ahead and say, if you're looking for a place to go ahead and spend your winter and feel of use, I can give you a letter of recommendation down to my greenness, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind having the extra hands around the kingdom.
I'm just trying to think of how far you guys are from Nightstone. It's a
Where is
ways,
it?
but
Yeah. I don't. Wow.
well, frontier town. Rubs his chin.
What about Golden Fields? How would you like to be in Golden Fields?
Well, he says, like I said, just as good a place as any to spend the winter. He says, from there we could go west to Waterdeep in the spring and anywhere after that. He says, "It's even our, I mean, Womford's gone, our cabin's gone, so
Yeah, really?
Winter-
Like what else, right?
winter's here."
Winter's coming. Oh, no, shit. Fuck. Winter is here.
Yeah, it's like up. Yeah, it'd be like probably like early November.
Oh,
Kinda.
okay.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about dragons?
What about dragons? He looks kind of gets wide-eyed. You just suddenly mentioned dragons.
Yeah.
You want them to become cult members? Change their
No.
stats from commoner to cultist?
No, not really.
Why? What are you thinking, Nicodemus?
Nothing. I just curious.
I mean, now that you mention it, that dragon that they dropped the mountain on, it's later somewhere, right?
Yeah, his lair is around here, and is in the desert, unguarded, reasonably unguarded. At least not by an ancient dragon, unguarded.
There's really a lot of treasure there.
Well, what's the dragon's name? Irmrith? Like it's like YRM or IRMYTH or something. Irmrith.
What do you think? Should we kill Gata and then go see if we can look at this dragon lair, see if we can make a
Yeah.
bit
Unguarded
of
lair. Loot. Loot, dragon dead.
yeah. Best get there before anyone else figures that out.
Yeah.
I
you
wouldn't
wanna
be
do
so
that
sure
first?
of it.
What do you mean?
Irmrith is a sneaky worm, like all dragons are. A mountain might not have been enough to actually kill her.
Sure. It's just going to take her a while to get out.
True. Unless, well, like I said, I've never heard of a sneakier worm than Imrith. Don't forget.
Not
It
even
is,
Cloud?
it is known. Oh, yeah, Cloud. Cloud is mighty in different ways, but Imrith is a shapeshifter.
You think Quest would be willing to come with us and help us to if Amrith shows
Cloud
up?
only leaves his veil for one reason only.
What's that?
Treasure?
To bring destruction.
Well, he can bring destruction on this other dragon.
Well, I know not how dragons work, but somehow
Or the remaining followers that are still at the lair. Might be fun.
Oh, that's
the orc,
Uh-huh.
this whole time, he's been sitting there slumped, sitting on a pile of frozen fish, defeated.
Yeah.
The other orcs are kind of manning the rafts.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They're kind of staying out of the way, kind of making sure the rafts don't drift, waiting to find out what the hell's going on. But the war chieftain looks pretty defeated. He has his helmet off, sitting on a pile of fish, with his head and shoulders slumped down. As if you remember last time, when he even like chucked his axe into the river. Right? Like he's sad because he let Grumsh down.
Hey, maybe these orcs can would welcome that kind of fight.
Well, here's my theory on what to do with them. Right. We use them to, go in, sneak in. We can hide a few of you underneath a mind of fish. I can be disguised as an orc. So we can take one of the barges in, leave the other one out because, we were attacked and we're all that's left and the other barge didn't make it. What, yada, yada, yada. We can use one of you as the Wookiee prisoner, Look, we have this snack, like it could be Garl. Look, we brought this snack for Ga. We thought she might like to just like munch him in one bite.
Finger food.
Excellent idea. And
Finger
so
food.
we get there and they take us up to Ga and then we kill Ga. All right?
Okay.
And so that would leave, everybody else hiding in some, the orc captain, his two minions, and me as orcs. One of you, I'm assuming maybe Garl, maybe not, since he's really good at hiding. Could be you, Far Eye, as the Wookiee prisoner.
Okay. Do you have a polymorph left? Like, cause I
do have
expect
a polymorph. Well, no, I don't have another polymorph left. I'll need to, how far away? Yo, yell over at the captain. How far away is Ga?
He raises his head and he says, "Not far. There is a tower. They will see us approaching from a mile away."
Okay.
You never would have gotten close with that contraption. He points to the ship. All would be on defense. It seems your gods lead you into battle.
Well, we could maybe try to sneak up there with taking some camouflage from around the area and a couple branches here and some ferns over here and maybe a piece of stick or something here and move stealthily along. It may take us a little bit longer, but we might be able to get up there real close before they even spot us.
You
Would be what Garl would be saying, just because
Mhm.
those are his attributes as far as what he's used to, how he's used to hiding and stealthing around in the natural terrain.
Yeah, like I said, there's even like a barrel or two, and a handful of crates.
I have a dexterity of 10 and a proficiency in stealth.
Is Pass Without Trace concentration? First off, no, I don't have another polymorph. I do have a disguised self. And that's what I was going to look like an orc with.
Yeah, we could do
So,
the Wookiee trip
how?
too.
So how?
I have passed without trace. I could possibly. I'm just curious as to if I'm assuming disguise self is concentration, and I'm just checking to see if their concentration. Pass without trace is doesn't say concentration. Yeah, there it is. Concentration. It is, and it's disguise self concentration. I would really like to. I mean, I'm sorry, but I use both my 4th level spells. I'm feeling like you at the moment. I have one battle, all right, and I'm like, can we take a nap before we go?
Yeah, but
Before we go kill her.
yes,
Well-
but the other question is, how long will it be before they wonder where these orcs are?
He says, "We aren't on any specific schedule. We patrol this section of the river for Ga.
Ah, okay.
Bring her any plunder or prisoners we can find. Sometimes we range farther and longer because we find nothing."
Disguise self is not concentration. So
Oh,
I can't
really?
work and pass without trace everybody.
Our agreement with Ga is tenuous at best.
I'd say. I'd like to make a better agreement with you. Not only do I want your help in this, I want your help in defeating Ga. Say we get you another axe. Will you take up arms against Ga? And what would you like from us in order to join our side? Bend the knee.
Have a half-orc child that isn't a prodigy or whatever of rape.
Okay. What else? You bent the knee. Why did you bend the knee to Ga?
Carl will speak up and say, "Isn't giving him his life enough?"
I don't know. Will you fight for us? Against Ga?
My life means nothing without Grumsh.
Imagine the honor that Grumps will bestow upon you for being a part of the raiding party that took out the great and powerful Ga.
Carl will say, "Who is this
And-
Grooch? It sounds like
and-
some
And we
kind of stomach ailment."
I don't know. I don't have religion either. I'm just that.
and we also plan to take out other giants as well. So
She's
Yeah.
the one-eyed orc god of blood, battle, war, and death,
Oh,
and
he's got
power.
So we give you your life so you can give her the honor of this battle of the taking down Grunch or Goth or whoever this
Ga'a.
technically how do you spell Ga? Because I just spelled it Ga because that's
It
what
is.
like me.
yeah,
It is.
but
Is G?
Yeah.
Carl's just going through this the little thing and saying, and the blood from the battle be to her, to Grunch's or Grinch's honor. Would that not make her happy with you?
Her. You just called Grumps a her.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
I caught that.
That's a deity. It's a
Yes.
deity. I dare you to define a deity's gender.
Yeah, well, they kind of do.
yeah, they sort of have aligned themselves in that way at times, but
Does
but-
I think does Carl not have Grumpy's holy symbol?
no. He has a lot of holy symbols, but he doesn't have that one.
Anyway,
But the point
let's
is,
go.
say you helped us take out Ga, would that not restore your glory and honor in the eye of Grumps? Huh?
Eh,
Talk to Groom. Psh.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, we're not high enough level to cast convenient.
No, but I can divination. I could augury. I don't know
Yeah,
if that.
all right. Let's sleep and do that tomorrow, I guess. Unless you have it now.
Well, divination. Both of them are rituals.
Well, Garl will say, I can talk to this. I'm the king of the goblins. They all will listen.
It's only like early afternoon.
And Garl will say, give me a minute. He'll take out his dagger. He'll slice the palm of the orc, squeeze out some blood from it, slice his little palm, squeeze out some blood, and he'll be chanting some weird nonsensical
Mhm.
The
words.
palms of his hands are as tough as the bottom of a boot sole.
All right.
So
Yeah,
you really cut some.
I'll cut him just so I can get some blood.
He doesn't even flinch.
And like that. And Garl will go on waving his hands and jumping.
He has a very high pain threshold, you can tell.
Yeah, Klingon. And Garl will jump around, dancing, doing all this, and then he'll come to a stop, and he'll stand in front of the orc chieftain, and Garl will say, Grunch says to support our battle for the glory of Grunch and the orcs, for them to be above giants. And then he'll fall flat on his face and twitch a little bit and play act that like Grunch was going on through him the power, and then slowly get up.
You're talking in tongues.
Yeah. And slowly get up. Did Grunch answer you?
Roll. Who wants to roll me a charisma based check? Whether you want it to be deception, persuasion, but roll with advantage. Someone roll me with advantage to see
My
how
charisma
convincing.
my charisma is 10. I am proficient in persuasion, but I'm probably not the best for choice here.
Garl has no problem rolling deception. As
Roll
far as
with
that.
advantage.
Go for it.
All righty. Let's see here. And oh shoot, I don't have that dice roller up. Well, I'm just use my the first one.
It says in the book that the Ice Shield orcs have a tenuous agreement with Gaw. So to me, tenuous means a DC of 15. Right?
Oh, I just missed it. 14.
Did he have guidance?
Say what?
Did he have guidance? 'Cause
I did not say, but I could have, but I did not. So, oh well.
But that's what I rolled. I
Yeah.
got to get my.
Yeah.
damn it, we should have done guidance.
Run up
It
that-
would have got it.
Run up that digital.
It exactly let me in doing it.
He says, I'll guide you there, but I will not break my agreement and backstab.
But hey, maybe you can help us with fight some other giants later.
I'm just sorry. I was just trying to help you in a way to regain your honor. But if you're not interested in that, that's fine. It's fine. I'm sure you can find another way to regain your honor.
Perhaps if given another reason to break my agreement.
Oh, besides regaining your honor?
The day is early. I must rest.
I feel you on that.
Those spirits took a toll upon me.
I'll guarantee you.
And your arrows, I am riddled throughout my hide.
Garl, with that, hearing that, give another reason. Garl will say, I'll guarantee you the possibility of having a loving handmaiden to give you a freeborn child. My kingdom.
By the way, why did you capture these people? Why were you taking them to Ga? Were you just going to use them as your own slaves? What were the humans? Why'd you bother bringing them? I'm not gonna hold it against you.
We found their nets set up in the river. We found the cabin. We
Sure.
captured. I mean, pillage and plunder.
Yeah,
What
but
do you do?
why'd you bring them with you?
God likes to eat everything.
Okay, you're gonna give them the Ga.
Everything goes to God. All these fish, and there's like a couple of tons of frozen fish, about 3-4 feet long. He's like, yeah, like everything. She's huge. She can't even walk anymore.
Oh well, that will cut down on her movement speed, I suppose. That's not.
She uses a giant what the fuck is it called?
Wagon?
Yeah, like a timber wagon that they had see sometime last year. She just fucking lays on that. He says she's so big that the fucking axles are bowing.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Sure. Okay.
I'm what? Come on. Open.
Oh my god.
Open sesame, he says the DM.
There. Copy. I'll put it in the messenger group.
Okay.
Messenger. There we go. Oh. There.
There it is.
Oh, isn't she sweet?
Yeah, so
Do
that's
you want to suggest
that's a picture he paints for you.
Okay.
Do you want to suggest this one, Garo? Because yeah, I think this is one you don't want to go for.
Well, she's kind of got a tight grip on a kingdom. I could add another kingdom to my belt.
Yeah, but she's going to be a corpse.
That's all right.
Okay. Okay. No
Long
judgment.
as long as I'm made king before she becomes
Maybe a little
Esther,
judgment.
I can do it for the team.
Take one from the team.
He says the hobgoblins.
Oh, they have hobgoblins too?
Yes, he says my ice shield dwarves or dwarves orcs. Sorry, ice shield orcs. He says mainly we do security and we watch the livestock pens. The hobgoblins are usually watching or in the guard tower, and I believe that there are a couple other hobgoblins doing specific tasks.
As,
You know,
as he says, hobgoblins. Garl will spit every time he says hobgoblins down to the ground. On them.
He says, "You will get your chance, little one. For if we arrive on the raft, the water master is a hobgoblin.
Ha
The tower holds hobgoblins, and as I
ha.
said,
Oh, the fun.
they can see. You know, they keep an eye over anything that approaches from their viewpoint. They have a good viewpoint."
Let's dance, fellas.
He says, "But they would not be suspecting, like, or suspect of, the rafts, right? Like,
Yeah, rafts with orcs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
trained-
Yeah.
All right, now, let's walk us through this. We go to the harbor master, what have you, and go by him. Like, yeah, here's what do we do? Do we unload the fish? What happens? Do we just drag the raft off? What's the deal? What's the protocol here? How many people are at the wharf? How many hobgoblins? Like, there's a hobgoblin wharf master.
I don't know.
Harbor.
The water master is always there, and other than that, I don't know.
Okay. He could have a couple guards, maybe not, right?
Yeah, right. Like,
Let's just go in there and kill them all.
Right. So what happens with your stuff then? What do you do? Just like you pull the raft up onto the boat? Do you unload the raft onto like a wagon? What's the deal? What do you do with the stuff?
So are the orcs gonna help us?
no.
Have we got another idea about how we could get them to help us?
Well, he's helping to explain. He's not gonna fight against,
Yeah, he's not going to fight
Right.
against her. Yeah.
but he's giving you guys information and like how you guys can approach, and stuff. So I'm closing a couple apps. Okay. I'm gonna send another picture.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I sent the link. I could have sent a picture, but I sent a link to the picture.
Waterdeep cursed
That's like
hog.
Grudhog.
What's good hog?
Huh? Grudhog. That's the name of the steading.
Oh,
Is that a picture of?
it's got a picture.
It's like a big
map.
beaver dam. He describes it as like a big fucking beaver dam. He says they've pulled trees and pillaged trees from everywhere, and they've essentially built a giant ass beaver dam between two rocky outcroppings.
Could we burn it then? Because
Too waterlogged and
too
too big.
waterlogged.
And by the time you got it, there's just too much activity. You would never be able to like ignite it fast enough. You know what I mean? Like it would.
Yeah, I got you.
And the thing is, because not only is it beaver dam, it's on a giant scale, right? This isn't just twigs. This is fucking logs and trees. Like forests have been cleared to build this dam. It's like the Hoover Dam of, and on top of it is the steading where God dwells with however many males she has around her at the time, and other guards. Can you guys see that picture? Does it tell you guys anything?
Yeah, and then I see the watchtower,
All right.
the setting, and I see where there's a slight little like waterway going through. I suppose that's where the
I don't really know. I would imagine you guys are upstream, but I'll give you guys a map because that's the picture. But I want to give you guys the map when and if you guys get a little bit closer, right? And you guys aren't
1,
closer. This is just kind of what
2,
he's describing to you guys.
3. Where's 4? I'm not seeing 4. Down to 14, 6. Yeah, there's a map. 8 with numbers. 2 looks like the big hall.
Yeah, 2 is her main thing.
Yeah. And then there's another map that's got like a different level or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because like inside the dam itself, there's chambers, right? Because under her chambers, like there's pig pens inside, and the kitchen's inside. There's some goblins as servants there, right?
Up to 6, down to 14.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
14, and
like what is it? 10 is like the animal pen or something like that. Like there's like you can see where there's a paddock, a walled paddock.
Yeah, I see
on the eastern side.
That could be an animal pen, sure.
All right, what we thinking?
Thinking.
Let's take a rest. Then I think our best bet is just.
Could we be there first light?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Like I said, it's middle of the day, so if you guys technically wanted to have a rest, because, I mean, anything to disguise is better, right? So why come middle of the day, right? You guys could get there within a couple hours, but why would you want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Would you guys want to just come at, like, sunrise or something?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sunrise.
Like, just
Yeah.
the sun's not even up yet. It's just starting to...
When the sun is in their eyes, so it's hard for them to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or still just coming up where the sky is changing light, right? Because you know that majority of them are going to be sleeping right at dusk or dawn, right? Like,
Yeah.
be pretty lazy around that time.
Yeah, like before the cock crows, right?
Right, like just and
sneak in.
And I would say that means that you guys could get a long rest, because it's one long rest in a 24-hour period. So if you guys want to go in by that time, you can. So you guys still have a lot of time to, like, well, you could take a short rest now, and we can do a little bit of role playing, because at this point, you guys are just kind of, okay, well, we're getting an idea. This is what we're going to do. And at that time, you guys notice, like, kind of a thumping crash sound, kind of startled, but you look and nothing is wrong, but yet you can see the ship has cleared away the balloon, right? Like they've cut the lines that have it connected and stuff like that, and it's kind of dragging, but you can see them going and hitting the shore, the bank, quite hard, which is the crashing sound. They hit the bank, but it's enough where the metal skids underneath jump up and they come up onto the bank at an angle, and once they hit the shore, they drop the balloon on the shore totally, and they're free of it, and they speed up diagonally up the bank of the river at kind of an angle. You almost think they're going to tip, but they don't, and they finally make it up to the top of the bank, and they're on the plateau beyond the river on the snow, and you can see how they make a large loop quite speedily. Don't forget, they can fucking move 80. That's fucking fast.
On land?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
They can fucking book it on land, especially on the snow with the skids. And they make a big loop around, and they finally come up and they pull around nearby again where they're on stable ground. Everything seems to be really good. And he shouts down, he says, "We can take the prisoners to Golden Fields. Await you and see if we can get a balloon."
Okay.
Where's the balloon now?
It's just laying on the bank. It's destroyed. It
Yeah,
hit it,
but,
went over its hit point max.
Gar-
So,
Gar-
couple of ideas. One, for preparing spells tomorrow, I could do water breathing, and we could be underneath the raft while the orcs are going in with the fish.
Yeah, but sure, but they're going to have to. If you look at that map, the way the orc was detailing what the thing looked like to us, there is a water entrance
Yeah, we could go
on
in
the
that way.
lower level, if I believe, right?
Yeah, we could maybe go in that way.
The thing is, I picture in my mind you guys are upstream.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing. Go for warding on some of the barrels. So when they open it goes boom on them.
So around area 15 or 14, where there's a bridge or somewhere around there, that's where we get off, swim out of the water, and and then we can go up.
So what do you think about a good warding on the
No, because that'll warn them as soon as they open something. They'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Well, yeah, but they'll be focused on the dogs then, right? And then we
you can't
can
move
head
the
in
barrel
that way.
10 feet roughly of where you cast the glyph of warding at.
Yeah.
So you cast it, and then we go like 10 feet down the river, and suddenly the glyph's no longer effective.
No, we cast it on the on the barrels. Well,
No
So as
glyph
soon
of
as the
warding.
barrels
You
are
can't.
moved,
Yeah, glyph of warding is very specific about that.
you can't move the thing. If you move the
Yeah.
thing from where it was cast,
Yeah.
like
then it no longer
could
functions.
we be underwater with the water breathing and cast it just before we leave, and then when people move the
Sure.
barrels, it triggers.
Sure, or we could just attack them. But I mean, why? Why even bother? Why not just let them open the barrels and just?
I don't know. I'm
sneak?
just trying to be clever,
Uh,
but what's
That would be like a warning.
Well,
That would be a warning. We
it's
can just
hard to
sneak
say,
off.
I shouldn't bother.
Hey, orc captain, chieftain.
Can Garl ask? Can any of you guys cast the spell magic and just throw all that crazy warning stuff away?
I can, and I do. I do have dispel magic, but I don't know if they have any crazy magical warning stuff. But do you happen to know roughly, Mr. War Captain, where the harbor master guy is? Like, would it be around like number 14?
Area 7.
Area 7. Okay, thank you. Area 7.
I believe so. Let me double check.
Area 7. All right. There's 8. There's 6. Where the fuck is 7? Okay, there's 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Found it.
7. Area 7 Water Master.
Area 7 Watermaster. So, okay, so I see north of where Area 7
He's a
is.
pompous fool.
I see docks. And so I'm assuming that those are the docks we pull up to, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Sure. So we pull up to those docks, and I see him at Area 7. Okay. And are those doors? The squiggly lines. Somebody help me out. Are those doors?
I would assume that they're like a curtain
Curtain? That's kind of what I'm assuming too.
that would act as a privacy barrier.
Yeah. So we don't want to go into Area 7. We want to go to Area 5, which is right next door to it, and go around that area, and then that'll open us into the Great Hall, where I'm assuming that's where Gog is.
He says 5, Area 5 is only a kitchen. There may be some goblins in there tasked to cook meat that is too rancid for even her gullet.
Ah,
She's turned pompous. She thinks herself a queen.
she has some of my subjects. I have to free them.
She hangs out in 2, right? In the Great Hall. That's where she.
Yes, that's her main chambers. That is where she would keep any treasures that she has.
Okay.
The rest is pig pens and kitchens and larders, everything to feed her fat gullet.
Is there any treasure you're aware of that you would like to claim for the Orc and Crunch?
The livestock. Some iron and weapons.
Well, if we are the ones who conquer it, then by right of conquest, they belong to us, right? So you would have to be with us if you wanted to quit them.
Okay, I see it a little better now that I'm looking at it through this way. All right.
I think that the expected way to come in somehow, as far as I can get it from the description, which is very, very, very poor, they don't link areas together in the descriptions. They assume you can look at a map. It almost sounds like that you're expected to come in through the livestock pens. And then there's like a pathway that leads up past the tower to Area 2.
Area. There's a thing that from in Area 6 that says down to 14. And in 14, there's an area that goes up to 6. So there's like a ladder or something.
I say we enter through the river.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. And then, but it talks about you guys coming on rafts, but it doesn't really say anything about like what the direction. Other than I assume you come in at 7. I don't know. But I'm like, you guys are upriver.
7 is just a room.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's not. It doesn't connect to the rest of the house. It's like an outhouse or what have you.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's just like a separate shack, kind of.
Well, I mean, it's part of it, but it doesn't have any entrances to anywhere else. It kind of shares a wall with 2.
Yeah.
With the Great Hall, but it doesn't have a door going there. It's like it's got its own.
Like you said, the harbor master's pompous. Thinks he's quite because he's actually in charge of like rations and supplies, keeping the dam repaired. He says it was the hobgoblins who engineered and constructed it with the use of giants as heavy machinery, right? Like that's the hobgoblins have pretty much made a deal that like, they're gonna help God and they're gonna get whatever spoils from it. And he said, well, basically, and our agreement is somewhat tentative because like it's basically like a don't kill agreement, right? Like, God would eat us just as much as she'd eat anyone, right? So we're like, well, we'll kind of do some security and kind of bring you some plunder. But he says it's what?
Here's kind of what I'm thinking. We head into the little tributary up towards Area 14, like underwater with water breathing, and then we whatever's in Area 14, we kill it, and then we head up from there.
Up to 6. Yeah, but why don't, instead of going up to 6, why don't we just come in at the dock and see the harbor master, who will come out probably from 7, and just like, hey, what's up? And then just leave him alone. And it'll be dark, what have you. And then we just enter through 5, the kitchen, and walk right into Gau's main hall. Kill her.
Yeah, but that's the way that that's kind of where I think they expect us to be, right? So it's like the
If they
idea that
expect
I'm
a full frontal attack, they'd have more than a curtain guarding the kitchen door.
fair enough.
And then I don't know what's in area
I'm-
6, but it's
I
five.
may
The 6
I
is
may-
the empty larder.
like
Uh,
It's the larder, but
I may be just trying to be too clever for my own good here, but I feel like it's better to be surprising and not come in the way that everyone expects us to be.
Well, yeah, see, that's the difference. It would be a surprise because they're not expecting the orcs to be harboring
fair
an
enough.
attack force. I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah. So we was
Hey.
walking through the front door because
Okay.
they wouldn't think twice about it.
All right, let's do it.
We can
Okay.
distract the harbor master as you all like sneak out and go into area 5 and his minions. If worst comes to worst, we could take them out quickly, quietly. I have silence.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Wookie prisoner gag, whatever.
Who's going to be the Wookiee prisoner?
Garl will.
All right, even though you're the best at hiding, Garl, you would
I
also
think-
that's like a snap. Right?
how about Warville volunteers?
Orville be the Wookiee prisoner?
Well, I'm probably the least sneaky that we have, unless you can
I can touch you and give you advantage,
yeah,
or I could pass
Fair.
without too. Advantage plus 10.
yeah. All right. We can do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna be sneaky in heavy armor. Awesome.
All right, so that's our plan. And here's the thing: I don't like you being the Wookiee prisoner because like, why is he still in his fucking shiny armor? You know?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But he is wearing winter furs,
Okay. All
right?
right.
And he does wear
and,
he does use hand axes. And in fact, he'll even show you, and he'll just shuffle stuff around, and he'll like sleight of hand them, so that they're like.
Oh, Warble can do it. Yeah. Well, I was referring to like Far Eye. He's wearing.
Yeah, far right. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Mithril can be worn underneath my clothes because it's really light. But yeah.
God probably has it all in 2. I wonder how many giants are in there with her.
Whoa, I only see her on the map.
Yeah, but I see,
That's how big she is.
I see, what, 6, 7, 8 tables,
Yeah.
and they're not sitting just
Where
one.
is that Gaw? Is to
But
the left of area 2? Is that like the middle of the left area 2? Is that her? Is that what that thing is?
It'll be the wagon. Is it a
Yeah.
hole? Does it look like a hole in the floor with logs grating it?
No, it would be left of that.
Oh, to the far west should be her. Is probably is her where her wagon is.
Okay, that's probably her.
Yeah, there's a wagon. You can see the wheels here, here, and here.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Orc War Captain. What are those graded log
Turog.
holes?
Call me Turog. Two Rog.
Turog. What is how like those graded holes with the logs covering them?
They lead down to the pig pens.
And how far of a fall drop would that
30
be?
feet.
Oh, okay.
Small and medium creatures can slip through without having to squeeze.
Thanks, Turog. That was quite helpful. Okay.
I may even make you a hand servant in our my kingdom there, my greenness there, for being so helpful.
Uh,
We
We
slaved off, and maybe the harbor master. Would you like to take over management of this homestead?
Harbor Master is nothing more than a pompous hobgoblin.
Okay. So would you
Thinks too
would you
much
like
of himself.
would
like
you like to take over
honestly, like I feel like
this after God's dead?
once God's dead, they might want to come with us and fight other giants. Like that would be that'd be good honorable stuff, right?
Well, we could, if we defeat her, we could set this up as a base camp for us and leave him in charge of it for us.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, where it's up to 2. Is there like do the logs go all the way down? Because in areas 12, it's got up to 2s, which I'm assuming correlate to the log holes going down from area 2. Can you climb up the logs? Or is it just like a...
I think it's like a 15
This
check.
looks like the outside picture of what we're seeing, where that pile of logs go up.
So I'll be heading with Pastor Trace and
And down below,
you could probably do blessing of destruction on me as well, so I'd also have advantage.
Sure.
The people that were prisoners of family are loaded up into the ship. You can hear even the roar of the furnace because now there's like no balloon. So they got the furnace cranked to heat it up.
Gar will tell his companions, I'm going to go and hide that balloon so someone doesn't trip across it, one of these scouting parties, and know that someone's here.
Sounds what?
A couple of the cultists will help you with that.
Okay. I'm hiding the balloon, throwing camouflage on it so it's not picked on up. So if a scout party comes on through, knows that, somebody's been here.
Yeah, and they pulled it up onto shore so it didn't float down river. So, and now girls gonna pick it up. Like I said, a couple cultists will help you if you want. They're getting the prisoners aboard. The orcs have kind of pulled the rafts up to shore, and the 2 regular orcs, you can hear them talking in Orcish, and it looks like they're actually gathering firewood to build the fire. The Turog, he too walks over off the edge of the raft and steps onto the shore, and they're just doing that kind of thing. It looks like they're just kind of making a camp if you guys are going to get ready, and the cultists are getting ready to leave, and the orcs are kind of like, well, guys are going to rest, they're going to stop to build lunch, and it looks like a couple of them point, and one of them runs over and it grabs a couple frozen fish.
Yeah, right. Not like Gal's going to be able to enjoy these.
Yeah. So you guys can immediately, well, not immediately, but you guys can take a short rest as you guys continue to plan. The fire gets roaring. Fish is cooking. If there's nothing else to be said to the cultists or to the prisoners, they're gone.
Okay.
Because they go. They it says they can travel at 8 miles an hour over sand or snow without the balloon.
Oh.
Well, I mean, even with the balloon, right? It says, but with the balloon they can fly. But they do not.
Hey, just FYI, the city of Louisville has settled the Breonna Taylor wrongful death lawsuit for $12 million.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Wow.
I saw it. Yeah. $12 million
Largest
of my tax dollars.
Well, they I know. They said
I don't live in Louisville, but still.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know.
I've been there lots of times.
Drove through there a couple.
I have paid Louisville taxes. Anyway, continue.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I taught the brat with the baseball bat. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. That's such a good song. Ramones, classic Ramones. So then you guys have with that link, you guys have access to all the other things. Like, do you guys want me to? Oh, clearly, if you guys are telling me the numbers, right? Never mind.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
It does not look like the steading of the. Hey, when was the last time you were there, Turog?
Like a 10-day or so.
And were there any visitors? Like,
No.
Okay. No. So there wasn't a visiting cloud giant and a stone giant like there was in, you know.
No other giants or nothing. No. He's no.
The great.
He says no. Hill giants are simple.
Steading of the great play I saw in Waterdeep, Steading of the Hill Giant Chief, where there was a cloud giant emissary and a stone giant emissary. And...
No such thing. They're just.
That's back when the Ordum was solid.
Well.
Yeah.
Now that it's broken.
Her plan is literally to gorge herself, and she's doing it. Like, she can't walk anymore.
That's all right. We'll take care of that.
But she between eating, yelling for food, and satisfying her many lovers.
Where do they stay? Where do the other hill giants stay?
Area 11. But she always has guards. She always has many concubines or whatever.
And two with her?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As well as servants.
Uh-huh. But the other hill giants primarily stay in 11.
When they're around. That's like a communal area, right?
Uh-huh. 10, there's 11. Okay, I see 11.
At least I think it's 11, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, see, bigger.
Oh. No, that's not 11, sorry.
What should be like Area 14, some shit like that.
10.
10, okay. 9, 10. 10, okay.
Giants Caves.
Yeah.
Area 10, the Giants Caves.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, there's sleeping mats there, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's what...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
Okay.
yeah, we can probably figure 9 plus 9, 18.
Wow.
You know, they're running in shifts.
I'm just saying that with 11th level, taking on a thing of hill giants was difficult.
The king of the goblins. We can do it. Right, Gobbo?
Yeah, sure.
He gives a little Boy Scout salute. I don't know why, but I picture Gobble gives a lot of hand signs. He doesn't talk verbally a lot. He can talk, he just doesn't. That's why I picture Gobble. I don't know why.
The hobgoblins captured and cut half his tongue off.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? First, last, and only time I played D&D with that guy.
What guy?
The guy who stuck his dick in the goblin's mouth who had his tongue cut off.
Oh shit!
What?
Why?
No way.
Why does that sound familiar? Oh, because we were talking about it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All of a sudden when you said that, it's like, that's familiar. Was I around for that one? And then it hit that my old memory said, no, that was last session. We talked about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a layout of this. I'm seeing the little water things. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the layout of this place. There's a guard tower. Probably take out the guard.
Area
then.
4.
Yeah. Probably should kill him too.
Area 1 is the entrance. She has a guard. Area 2 is her place. Area 3.
Area 1 is the main entrance.
Yeah.
Area the watchtower is area 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 8.
8. 3 probably. I'm assuming a guard chamber.
Wolf pens.
Oh, dire wolves.
Nope.
Regular wolves.
Just
Thanks,
regular.
Doc.
Regular.
Regular. All right.
Well,
And what's 4?
that's guard quarters.
Guard quarters. Okay.
I may have some men there, but
And that's
like I
probably
said, but that you failed your role, so I can't tell them to fight for you. We'll have to figure that out in a different way.
And those squiggly lines, like between 1 and 4, and 1 and 2.
Maybe curtains.
Curtains.
Curtains. Okay.
And those others for the
It takes a strength athletics check DC at 13 to knock them down.
I can't
Pull them
just.
down.
Oh, pull them down. I can still just walk through them regularly.
Oh yeah, you can still walk through, but they'll like stop arrows and line of sight and right.
yeah,
But-
full cover.
Yeah, but they're held in with metal pegs. They're just giant, big fucking hides.
And the wolf
But,
pens, those little round circles are showing our portcullis or
Baby gate.
gates, grates,
Baby gate.
cells type things. I would imagine, looking at the map. They did a nice job on the map, really, so you can look at
Yeah,
it.
job on that.
As far as I can tell, you pretty much come in. You got to get past the water captain in the tower, and then the giant at the main entrance. And
Yeah,
then
we-
once you get into area 2,
Yeah, but we can go in
Like-
area
like-
5. Area 5 has his own entrance exit.
yeah, like yeah, like a lot of it you got to ignore until something happens, because you will probably get some, you know what I mean? Like it's just,
Yep. You don't know what you don't.
I think it's if you approach from land, you got to go through the animal pens to follow the path up to area 2.
Yeah.
But you guys are coming from upriver, so I think you guys just got to get past the guards in the tower and past the water master
Yeah.
to walk up to the front entrance, get past the guard there, and then just into area 2.
Yeah, but why go
Area-
through the front entrance? Go through the kitchen entrance in area 5.
Okay, yeah, or through there, yeah.
Yeah.
Kitchen entrance, yeah.
Kitchen entrance through area 5. And then straight into 2. Because that would put us right on the western edge.
Yeah.
Entering through the west, just a little south of where they have golf.
Yeah, so you just got to get past the guard tower to area 5.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And area
And
5 and 7 share 2 walls with the. Area 5 shares 2 walls with the water master.
Yeah.
There's just no entrance between the 2. There's like 7 where the water master is.
Yeah.
There's a curtain to go outside towards the docks. But
Yeah.
there's no way in or out of 7 except for that thing. So
Yeah.
it doesn't connect with the rest of the place. Although it is connected and it's part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
It have entrances
Yeah.
to anywhere
It's
else.
his own cell.
Yeah. Own cell with his own entrance exit. So we just, like do him, go back to bed, have a good day. We'll take all this stuff into the larder. And as we're hauling all this stuff into the larder, we sneak in with the people and the fish.
Well, yeah, maybe even bunk him on the head.
Maybe, if need be, bunk him on the head if he gives us shit. Bunk the water master over the head.
Because you don't want the guys in the guard tower ringing the gong.
Nope. But there's always silence, too.
Right.
Yeah. So just FYI, if everybody suddenly notices there is absolutely no sound, kill the water master, run into Area 5. That will be your sign that some shit is going down.
All right, we have a plan. Let's get to the dance.
Fucking planning.
That's all right.
But you know what? That's why I said I kind of hate maps, because all that I would have done is you guys would have drifted down the river. You guys would have had to have gotten past the water master without causing an alert at the tower.
Yeah.
And
then you guys got to deal with getting through the door into Area 2. I would have ignored majority of it until
until you go in there.
Or got you guys close enough for someone to sneak around and do some scouting.
Yeah. Garl will say, and if you're in trouble, Nicodemus, my priest, go and hide with the livestock. You'll blend in well.
Why?
Your cloven hoofs.
Well, I mean, I don't point out your ass-like ears, but hey,
Why not? They're great. They work great. I can hear miles away. But you get behind one of them. Oh, what we do? We lost.
You're like
we lost.
Here I was gonna say he's self-conscious of his hooves.
Maybe.
He's like
since there's livestock is a good place to.
Yeah, but have you seen seen the Percy Jackson Lightning Thief?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the satyr guy, how he has like just fake feet.
Yep.
That he puts on.
Yeah, they actually displayed satyrs nicely.
The movie was good, but typical. The books are really good. Like, he's a really good author. He does another series, The Red Pyramid. It's all based on Egyptian culture.
Yeah, I've read both.
And he's really cool. I like that author. I haven't read all the Red Pyramid. I've only read one of them. But
the rest are really good.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I was like, I like this more than Percy Jackson.
Didn't mean for Nicodemus for you to run out and try it.
Sorry. Drop my ear horn or what have you. I don't know.
Ear horn.
Oh. All right, so everybody gets a good night's sleep.
Yeah, if there's nothing anyone else wants to do in particular, you guys may take a long rest.
Oh, no, before we long rest?
Yeah.
I would like to augury.
Sure.
Will we find will or woe with our attack tomorrow? How will our attack go?
I honestly don't know how to answer that. It depends on the dice. Like, your plan is okay. Like, just get to Gaw without the hobgoblin setting off the alarm. Right?
Yeah.
The plan's solid.
Wheel, I guess.
That's the most, like, sneaking or stealthing or somehow manipulating your way in to get to Area 2 is the most viable option. And that's like even like objectively speaking as far as the adventure goes. They somehow want you to sneak or lie or somehow into area 2.
Yeah.
They don't want you to come in with the balloon fucking trying to blow the dam up. They don't want you trying to whatever. You know, that's how they want you to do it. They want you to like. So yeah, I guess like wheel because your plan is good, but I don't really know. We'll see.
And before going to bed or the lay down rest,
Yeah.
Garl will go ahead and make sure he casts good berries so he has a full pouch of good berries for the following mission.
You can along the banks of the river. You find, although they're dried like raisins,
All right.
you can find some there some low bush berries. They're almost like a blueberry, but they have a more tart taste with like more seeds in the middle. And now because this time of year, they are dehydrated and withered and like raisins, but you can pluck lots of them. You know that because it's early winter, by the time January, February comes, the birds will come and eat them, right? But it's early enough in the season where.
No, Garl wasn't looking for berries. He was going to go ahead and cast good berry before he.
Yeah, but don't you still need the berries?
No, just my piece of mistletoe.
It makes.
It makes the berries now.
Yeah.
Damn, 3.5 remnants.
But it doesn't matter. I'll play it either way because used to it either way. That's why I was going with you about it.
Yeah.
There where you started talking a little bit more onto it, it just sounded like you were thinking something else. That's all.
Oh.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, no, you can do that then. And
But I liked your description.
overnight. Ryan likes doing this. Ryan, roll me a die 20, please.
Natural 20.
Oh God, we're going to attack them during a blizzard.
The temperature gets cold overnight. Like cold. Roll for the wind.
5.
There's no wind.
Good. No wind.
Roll for precipitation.
18.
Oh, heavy snow
Oh my God.
and cold.
It's an Alberta clipper.
If it was windy, it would be a blizzard, but it's just heavy,
Uh.
heavy snowfall.
Thunder snow.
Light obscurement.
I mean, they can't.
Disadvantage on perception using eyeballs.
Should be hearing.
Even
too.
for the guard tower. No, because it's snow.
Yeah, and it's quieter on a snowy night. It helps. It traps the. Interrupts with the.
Yeah,
air.
but I'm going with the book. It says if the rain does because it's loud.
Yeah.
I see what you mean that it dampens sound.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that much. Does it? No. It doesn't say it. That's not the.
Okay.
But it does for visual. And it's cold. But you guys have the clothing. You You guys have a fire. I'm not gonna make you guys roll, but it is very cold. And the snow accumulation. In fact, think of the movie, like think of it, if it was a movie, it'd be like this. You guys sit around the fire and like, oh, it's getting kind of chilly and whatever, and let's go to sleep. And then it cuts and it wakes up. You guys have the layer of snow on top of you guys, right? And it's
Yeah.
just everyone's right. It's fucking cold as tits out here.
Who forgot to feed the fire?
In fact, Ryan, roll me a D4.
3.
It's 30 degrees below the normal temperature.
Fucking shit.
And it's already like, so it's like minus 40
Let's get
and lots of
into
snow.
on the bright side. Most of these people will probably be inside. That's not a good thing, is it? Because more of them will be inside now, which will make our job harder.
When you guys get going and you push the rafts on the ice, you could see how like the river was open. Here in the morning, you could see that there's actually snow. And when the raft moves, you can see that it breaks. Like it has a thin sheet of glass, like ice, like a thin sheet of glass over it, because the night got so cold and a little bit of snow accumulation. And the raft breaks through it. The orcs shovel, scrape snow off of the rafts with their axes just to clear some of the weight. And they pull the rafts out. The sun has not begun to shine. The light is just silver to the east, behind you, I think, kind of behind you. And you guys can see, you guys have your disguises, your hiding spots, your hoods up, whatever you want. With
when
the
the dude lets you know that we're roughly how far away is either of those rituals? I don't think so. Maybe 15 minutes away from making contact, I will cast Pass Without Trace and Disguise Self.
Well, I was going to say probably about right before that mile mark, before that last mile approaching.
Okay.
I would
And that's
say.
when I will look like an orc. And
as you guys approach,
I'll even take a
now
great
here's
axe from
now
one
here's
of the orcs.
now here's the
I'll
part.
take one.
I don't know if you want to roll with a stealth, or you could do. Let's do it weird. Let's do it like a charisma stealth or something. Can we do that with advantage?
Sure.
You can do anything you want to, BM.
But I'm just like I just want to roll like a group thing.
Oh, okay.
Somehow. Like I want to give someone with advantage. How could we do this? Because
Well, Washington the trickster gives you advantage.
yeah, trickster.
Yeah. I was going to
your
give
trick.
that to him
It's
right
your
when
trick.
Okay.
It's your trick. What would you think it is? Like help me. Like you have Dungeons and Dragons experience too. What kind of? Because I would
go with a charisma, either deception check
Or
from getting
performance.
past Harbor Master. Just like, hey, yeah, we're going to unload this fish, and so it would be like,
okay.
'cause we're talking
I'm
about-
actually thinking about the initial approach, right? Because the guard tower is what I'm thinking of.
See,
right?
I would go with stealth based on wisdom.
Something, yeah.
I mean,
Roll me a d20.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, just what they're seeing from the guard tower is snow, so they're not seeing very well, but they're seeing.
No, I know. I'm giving them disadvantage.
Yeah.
I am.
Uh-huh.
And I'm giving you guys advantage because I want to see what the disparity is between the two numbers.
I rolled on a d20 itself. I got 18 if I have advantage. I also had an 18 if I have disadvantage. I also have an 18.
You
Plus-
rolled really well. That is a
Okay.
big disparity.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. You guys are coming up early in the dawn. You guys don't sound an alarm at the tower. You guys get close enough, you can see the tower and the stone ridges between this thing. The harbor master doesn't even come out.
Oh.
It's too early. The weather's heavy snow. It's cold.
Doesn't even
Activity
ring off.
isn't.
No.
You guys don't make enough noise, cause enough attention. You guys are just silent like ghosts. You guys all have your hoods up.
Yeah.
The fur isn't even being stirred. Like there's no wind. It's just. Now you gotta imagine being a Canadian kid walking to school in a morning like that. It literally feels like you're the only person on Earth.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I get that.
Do you want us to make stealth checks or not?
Oh, when we dock and tie up,
Yeah.
I'll whisper. It's like, okay, quick, make your way into the kitchen, which should be according to Turog, that cloak right over there.
Yep.
And then I'll say to Turog,
You can actually hear the snowflakes landing.
would you like to stay out here, Turog, or would you at least like to go into the kitchen and warm up?
He says, the cold does not bother me.
You hardcore. Would you like to wait here until we kill Gog?
I'll wait with the rafts.
Okay. Walking away, I'm like,
And that's not suspicious at all.
yeah, I am.
No, but I'm just saying though, like, but for like the orcs to be with the rafts, right? If the harbor master does come out, you'll just see whatever.
Or with the raft, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious, but it's sure. Okay. All right, so let's go. We'll move into the kitchen. We move into the kitchen, right? Area 5.
You guys go into Area 5, and how are you guys going into Area 5? Because you guys can actually hear talking. And a clang or something, and someone's like yelp, but that yelp doesn't sound like a goblin. You can tell the rest is goblin language,
Okay.
but that scream.
With Gabo.
Okay, pardon me.
I will be the first one to enter, still disguised as an orc
Okay.
with a great axe with Gabo at my side.
Okay.
Turog would have told us that there are goblins in the kitchen, right?
Well, he said there are goblins around, yeah.
That makes sense. Where else would they be, right?
And you can see that the fighting is that there's I just read it. What was it, 5 or 6? I want to be specific. Okay, there's like mud, dirty pots, typical fucking monster. You can see those things like a giant beaver dam, right? This whole thing, right? Like it's a massive dam.
Yeah.
The floor of this part is so filthy that it's like a dirt floor. Do you know what I mean? You're not walking on wood and logs. It's like all filled in with mud and muck and God knows what, and all beaten down into a almost as hard as cement floor, right? like, uh, and there's a big fire in here, and there's pots and pans and like blocks of wood with like rusty fucking cleavers and ladles and wooden stirring things. But right now, there's 6 goblins.
For a minute. I was like, you know, it sounded like I said dreidel
Oh.
for a minute instead of little dreidels.
Oh.
Dreidel.
There's 6 goblins wrestling a halfling, and you can see it looks like that they're trying to tie up this halfling and to get him onto a spit. And they're fully distracted with like, and you can see they're rolling around and banging things around, and there's food spilt, and there's garbage piles, and they're just
This
and they don't
and
really
this
pay attention
halfling.
to an orc and a goblin walking in. They're just
this
This
halfling.
noise.
This halfling is taking on all 6 of these goblins on their own.
well, he's certainly they're certainly not able to tie him up right now.
He's
It's just
struggling.
it's a
I'll
big
come out and
struggle.
I'll yell at them and be like, "Stop all this noise! You have disrupted my slumber on this cold morning."
They all like stop and kind of look up,
Gobble, tell them in Goblin in case they are too stupid to understand the common speak since I have not lowered myself to learn their tongue. And Gobble will be like, yeah. And he says, stop it, in Goblin. You're making too much noise.
They just kind of blink, and the halfling, he kind of like he like kind of looks like worried, but he's like kind of backing up, scooting across the floor, on his butt.
Huh.
And he just dressed up in like outdoorsy clothes, like he could be like a shepherd or something. Like he's kind of
How old does he look?
young adult male. He's a halfling.
They are looking to make shepherd pie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting it.
Now.
And they're like, he won't stop squirming. Help us tie him up. We're gonna get him ready for breakfast.
Me help you? Besides, do you not know the best way to serve shepherd pie on a cold morning like this?
They'll blink,
Shepherd
look.
pie.
one to another. Shrug. We're not really cooks,
I
But God's not really picky eater, so.
I know you filthy mugwumps. Now go and start to make the rappuccinos, which is, by the way, Klingon coffee. The rappuccinos from DS9. And then, I'll open the thing and everybody else can come in with their cloaks and up and such like that so that they don't look too well. And be like, and I and Gobbo will take this shepherd pie in that is best if they are served live and wriggling. Just cut their throats at the moment before they are ingested. It makes
And you can see the halfling gulp.
And I will walk over and I'll grab him by the shoulder and I'll look down. And as I grab him, he can see, because the sky self is illusion and not like that. He can see that my hands, I want to make a point out of touching him where the others can't. And then whisper slowly like, I am Nicodemus. Everything's going to be okay. Just go along with the ruse.
He almost seems frozen, paralyzed with fear, but you say, do what I say. He understands that.
Yeah.
And whether he's doing it because of whatever, just fear that's you think he will do what I say.
Yeah.
And he's
Now you goblins go about making the coffee.
one of them just sticks a finger up his nose, pulls out a big booger, and twirls it around his finger, and slurps it off, and I made it last
Raise
time.
my hand like I'm about to smack him. Like the Princess Bride. Where I come from, there are penalties for a woman lies. Where he raises his hand like that. I want to do that to the goblin, just like
They cower and
yeah.
kind of scatter, clank of pots and stuff like that.
Now go about. I don't want them to see everybody walking through the kitchen. I mean, they can see them, but I don't want them to closely inspect or pay attention.
Yeah. No, you can totally.
Yeah. So as long as you keep your head, your head's down, your hood's up, they won't think twice about it.
I agree, especially Garl. He's just a shadow.
Yeah.
Warvel really is like the oddest looking one, but he's got enough furs on, and he knows how to like stay low key.
Yeah, that boy knows how to stay low.
He's done it as a life choice, as a lifestyle choice. That's
right. And then we're gonna go all the way.
He fucking invented pulling the hood up on his cloak.
Yeah. And then I just want to go and take a gander because it's open. There's just an open doorway between the kitchen and 2. What do I see in there? Who all do I see in there?
Between the kitchen and 2.
Yeah, it's just an open door. There's no curtain or anything.
Does it have an area number?
From 5
to 2.
Is this like a ledge around the edge of the room? Because there's like a ladder there, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's probably the ledge.
Yeah, then that's what it is.
Oh, how high of a ledge is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
30 feet?
30 feet?
That's a lot.
This is giant proportions, don't forget.
Yeah. I get it. I get that.
The ceilings in this place are 30 feet. The doorways are 20 feet.
Yeah. And each square is probably what, a 20-foot square?
I would guess so.
I was going to say 10.
Or 10. Because, it's 30-foot ceilings and 20-foot doorways. So when you look at it...
It is 2 squares for the door width.
Yeah.
So I'm looking 30 feet down, like the floor to the
Probably
giant...
to the pig pen. Probably to another pig pen or to a pig pen or something. Do you know what area it leads you down to or shows you down to or what? Yeah,
2's got the things that are the log crosses that are down to the pig pen areas, yeah. But from the area 5 going to 2, that's so the ledge is on the... I can just walk out onto the ledge, which is then looking 30 feet down into the area 2.
Is it? Is that how it works?
That's what I don't know. You're like, it's a ledge, okay? How high is the ledge?
I think what the ledge is you see this
the red, yeah.
Where there is, and there is where it starts, and going on through the doorway is basically...
I mean, if 5 is directly connected to 2, then it is. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, the description for me is terrible. I couldn't put the map together. I put it together a little bit in my head, but they're terrible at descriptions, at like linking how things branch and stuff. They're absolutely terrible at giving a visual description.
Yeah, they never tell you like there are 3 exits to this room.
Right.
That go to that room, and that room, so you can get a spatial awareness for
it. I've been like reading it for like a year, right?
Yeah.
And finally, especially when you guys decided on which Giant Lord, I've been reading it over and over, trying to piece it together in my head.
But
you would probably think that you have to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. You know.
Well, no. Like I said, from the best I got, it's like you pretty much make it past the tower, and don't get any attention from the water master, and you can pretty much just walk up to area 2 or 1 and 2
But you
from what I got.
right here, this ledge here, because there's a ladder at the one end there. That lighter stuff is like a ledge or a parapet. You got the murder holes.
In area 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, in area 2 there is an upper catwalk.
yeah.
Okay.
And but you know, like I said, you guys wouldn't see that until you're in area 2. So
Yeah.
why would I?
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. But I'm just trying to get.
Because that's a massive room, right? That's
Yeah.
Okay, so when we
it's-
go out, we're going under. When we go from 5 to 2, we're just going straight into, and there the catwalk is above us.
Yep.
That ledge thing. Okay. And where are ladders?
There's
Oh, I
one
see it.
ladder up here.
Yeah, I see that one. There another ladder?
No,
No, all right, that's it. Okay.
not that I see on the map.
Okay. So just looking from the kitchen in the 5, there's not a ledge or well, there is going over, but I can still just like walking.
Anyone wearing headphones?
I'm not wearing headphones.
No one's wearing headphones? Okay.
No.
You hear bellow. It like rubbles the logs. You hear a voice scream, Michael. You recognize it. It was like a giant calling out for food.
Ah, that's Big Giant. Well, we better not waste any more time with Gaul. You get to making the coffee, and me and my orc allies here will go and bring this wriggling mess to Gaul.
And they are. They're like
Have
you.
the rest of us stealthed in behind them? Like what's going on?
Well, I assume so.
All right, cool.
You didn't say anything, but I assume so.
Yep.
That's for you to say. You guys can. You guys can go where you want to go. They're not gonna.
All right. So walk into area 2. I'll be holding the.
Do you have to go
Plane?
through the number 1 entrance, or
No,
to do that?
there's
No,
a-
you
there's
just
an
walk right in.
entrance from
It's
yeah, from-
directly connected.
yeah 5
Okay.
to 5 to 2 is directly connection.
Okay. You walk in, and you thought the kitchen smelled bad.
Huh.
This is like a massive room, but it smells fucking worse.
And we come in on the western side. The western side
So
of the
you're
room.
above her. Are you on the upper ledge or
I
on
don't
ground
think we're on
level?
the upper ledge. I think we
Okay.
would be on
Well,
the ground.
if you're on the west side, you can see that you come out that nearly directly in front of you in a massive fucking wooden wagon that you have seen traveling around the north, that they haul logs to and from cities. They have like big massive wheels, like 4 feet high, 5 feet high.
Oh, the amount of
And you
stuff
can see
put in
that
that wagon.
on this massive fucking wagon is this massive, morbidly obese female she giant. You could see that she's so big that, like, as she just shifts, her weight just shifts around with her bellowing and reaching for things off the floor that she's just scooping into her mouth, trying to satisfy that hunger. The wagon creaks, and you can even see she's so fucking big that the axles are bowed. And they're right nearby her, within reaching distance, is a big fucking club. And this room is massive. I don't know how big. You can see on the map. It's big, because in this room,
1, 2, 3,
beginning to stir, right?
Yeah.
Beginning to stir because of her early morning bellowing.
13, 14,
There are
18,
6 male hill giants,
Oh my fucking god, we're gonna die.
4 ogres, and you can even see like the scuttling here and there of up above. What is it, 30 feet up? There's a ledge around this massive room, and you could see like the scuttling of some goblins on that ledge. And you can see that right now, a couple of the giants have begun stoking this fire that has kind of died out in the middle of this room. Same thing, the floor is just caked with filth. There are these, you can hear the squealing of pigs, and there's a stench of manure coming up from these big grates in the floor. But yeah, it's just fucking massive.
Yeah,
And
it's 100.
the book describes her 20,000 pounds.
The room's 190 feet by 170.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it fucking reeks in here. It smells so fucking bad. And you don't know what smells worse. The fucking rotten food on the floor, the manure scattered around, the pig pens underneath, or Gaw herself.
My fucking God. Okay. 6 hill giants. 7 counting Gaw, who I'm assuming is not a regular hill giant.
But
And
This,
And
and you
so-
just have this halfling just coming along, just in like zombie mode. He's like PTSD. Like he's been traumatized. He was just all about cooked with goblins. Now he's being taken to an orc to have his throat slit at the moment he's eaten alive. Right. So he's traumatized. He's just PTSD.
Garl will try to move himself down to the southern side of the doorway.
we're
You may.
away. We're away. There's no way we can take 6 hill giants, right?
And
4 ogres plus numerous goblins plus Gaw
Yeah.
herself.
and Gar-
Really,
Garl-
all we really want to do is kill Gaw, right?
yeah, and
And
Garl,
How big is the fall down through those graves? Could we maneuver got onto that grate and get her to fall
She's
down?
20,000 pounds. No, we're not maneuvering her anywhere.
Gar-
20,000 pounds, 10 tons. She
Gar-
weighs 10 tons. She
We're not
weighs almost 3 Asian elephants.
Garl will go ahead and he's going to take three shots. With
You can see that the wagon barely holds her. The axles are bowed.
Garl's going to take 3 shots with his short bow at her.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Nice knowing you guys.
What? Well, I'm just saying because like I do know that what's her head? Silence would make it help.
Yeah, she could
Should
hypnotic
we-
pattern some of those things.
Yeah, like should we wait for her? Because
Yeah.
if we're gonna give, unless like you guys want to role play some, or are you guys gonna go right into combat with arrows shooting,
No, it's
Yeah.
just
or you know what I mean? Like
I'd say wait for.
because they haven't quite noticed you yet, right? Garl's stealth, he's already fucking exploring something. We'll continue on with him, but I know that he's like beyond their perception, and they have no reason. There's no alarm called. Suddenly, there's just an orc, an ambiguous furred figure, and a goblin with like some food, right? Like they don't, like
And they don't think twice about it. They're fine.
yeah. Not right now. Yeah, not right at this moment. No, not right this instant. They're
Okay.
she's bellowing. She's demanding food. You can see they're scrabbling around for food. And you can see she notices you, Michael, and she's reaching towards you guys. And she yells, "Food!" She just yells at you.
Poison.
And
Gar-
she's reaching towards, she's trying to grab like either you or the halfling or gobbo, someone. She's just reaching out. And an orc and an ogre comes by with like a basket of something. And she just her attention goes back to him, and she just grabs his basket and she just starts shoveling with one hand and just shoveling. And she shovels so fast that she eats the basket.
Garl's just setting himself up for his shots. Hiding with the stealth and getting set on up. And if things go south for Nicodemus,
Where are you getting set up?
right?
Are you gonna go along the south, or you gonna go under
Yeah,
the
right
wagon,
in-
or
right on the south, right on the south side of the door coming
Yeah.
in from 5 to 2.
Yeah.
Just up from it, not 10 foot in the room, but just where he has a line of sight from that lower side over to her on the cart.
Yeah.
He's just hiding into that small area and setting up ready to get ready for combat, basically getting those 3 arrows ready. And
yeah, you got your whatever it's called.
Just FYI,
It's a
how
what?
big is her club?
3d8. Huge.
I mean, is it a tree trunk? Is it possible to grab? It's 3d8, really? Wow.
Huge.
Oh,
It's huge.
okay. So
Right.
we're looking at something I can't just pick up or anything, right?
No, it would be pretty fucking massive.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Push, pull, drag. Yeah.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Okay, well then we just got to look up and then multiply by 27.
Are there any?
What's the weight of Great Club?
great club. Let's see here. That's pretty hefty.
Are there any rocks or anything? Like if
pardon
we
me?
can rocks. Like if she can't reach and grab her club. and there's no rocks in-
well, her club is like leaning against her wagon, right? Grabbing, right? Like that's like
Yeah, but if we were to
because
take-
in fact, it has you thinking, because she even fucking grabs her club and swings it at ogres if they're too slow, right? Like at bringing her food.
A
They
standard.
bring her. One of them brings her a pig just with its feet tied or looped over its shoulder, a live pig, and he just brings it to her, and she just literally just bites the whole pig, like throws a whole pig in her mouth and begins chewing it. You've never heard a pig squeal like that before, and shit just sprays out of the corner of her mouth, and she just wipes it up with her hand, and just begins like eating like a sack of grain.
A great club, standard great club,
Mhm.
is 10 pounds.
So 270 pounds.
Right. Yeah, considering I have a 10 strength. I mean, I could probably drag it
You can.
slowly. All right. But if there's no rocks, she doesn't have her club. We're just pretty much.
There are rocks there. She has shit to throw. She has empty barrels, everything. She has shit to throw. There is junk and garbage and everything. Like even when ogres and giants, like, they kick stuff out of the way. Like it's a garbage dump.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
And
So,
they're just shoveling everything into her. And she just doesn't stop. And she's like fucking like soiling herself as she eats. Like she's immobile and just a glutton. Food in, shit out, right? Fizo. Food in, shit out.
Yeah, that's the
And
deal.
later in the day, she'll have sex with everybody.
That's the deal. Hey,
okay.
Nicodemus, Far Eye, you got fire spells? Set the wagon afire since you can't move.
If we planned this beforehand, I would have taken fire spells.
If everybody make me an intelligence, just a intelligence.
I
Everybody.
have a +1.
I'll let you even roll for Gobbo.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a
Nat
19.
20, dog.
I rolled 19. I have minus for intelligence, so that's an 18.
I don't know what Gobbo's intelligence is.
Probably like 10 or less.
Garl got a 12.
Who got a 20?
Nat 20, dude, with +1.
Who did? You? Like
Yeah,
Nicodemus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gobble got an 11.
I've said it before. I'll say it one more time. Okay. This resonates in your head. She's so heavy, the axles on the wagon are flexing. Like the wheels are canted in.
Yep.
The
Just like-
axles are flexed.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. 10 intelligence for a goblin. I'm assuming she's not moving.
Uh,
No, that's why I
If
was
she can-
saying if you set her afire, and I hit her with my arrows.
Just mechanically speaking, the axles are bent. Like the
Yeah.
wooden axles.
the wagon's not going anywhere, guys.
Yeah, we got that. That's why.
Yeah.
And neither.
He's telling us that
neither
for
is
some
she.
other purpose, to give us something else besides it not go anywhere. Like the axles are bent, that means something about fire. I don't know.
Means a lot of weight.
And the only fire spell I can see on the cleric spell is continual flame, and that doesn't create heat or anything. It just
Okay,
it's just
I was just asking you guys, kind of out of character.
I don't think so. Unless my lightning can probably set things on fire, but I didn't check that yet.
And silence might have something. I don't know, but
She got the hellish rebuke. Go to you.
Okay, with a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'll keep giving you hints.
Uh,
Um, an arrow shaft, right? If you flex an arrow shaft and you put it under a lot of strain, what happens when you bend a twig?
snap.
Ding.
A lot of weight, a lot of pressure. Breaking point. Snap.
and then what? Like, ooh. So
Where's that grate?
it's near, but it's not that near.
Now you're talking probably 30 feet, 25, 30 feet away from where she's
If
sitting.
10 feet.
How
If each-
far?
If each square is 10 feet, then 20 feet, 25, 20.
That's what I'm saying. It's about 25 where she's sitting over here because she's about half. That's just to get to the lip.
Yeah. I mean, if she does fall, it's 30 feet, that's 3d6. Like, ooh. But then she's just down there not doing anything either. It's like, okay, she's down there. It's worth a shot. I do have a great axe. I mean, I'm not proficient in it, but I have one. For my orc. Disguise. Okay. Yeah. So. Hmm.
Yeah, like that axle is bound. You can see that the wheels are canted in. You could see that if you were to strike the axle in the
We
right
can break it.
way,
Yeah.
you could spill her from her throne.
Into the hole.
Well, at least out of her throne, and like uh
You know what would be great for that? A silence shatter spell.
oh my god.
I
Because
also have shatter.
it's area of effect, and it has like
Yeah.
damages like physical things like
Yeah.
immensely or something. It's a big break stuff. It's a break stuff spell.
I also have shatter.
Okay.
Tempest Square gets it at level 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well then that'll work. Boom. Yeah.
Because like I said, when just her moving around, like you can hear how the wagon creaks. Like it's like cannot hardly hold her weight. Like I don't know how much more to stress it, but with a 21 intelligence roll, you can see that is certainly a weakness to be used against her.
I have another idea. I suddenly have another idea since there's more people here. I could polymorph her into a snail. And from their perspective, she would have just disappeared. All right?
Mhm.
And if you want to see Gaul back, you will let us go. And then take Gaul and the snail, drop her out into the lake.
and she'll drown because she can't move.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, that's good.
Well, she'll be able to float.
I was saying she'll float good though, won't she? I thought obese people float
I-
really well.
Well, what I
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point.
But she would be in the middle of the lake with no rocks to throw.
Well, true. A river, she just keep drifting down the river.
We just have to run after her and pelt her with spells.
Well, if you polymorph her, then she'll get the movement of the snail
Snail for a little bit.
and the weight and like that. The thing,
Snail.
The snail would, fair enough, probably die pretty quick. It would have like 1 hit point. As soon as it takes 1 hit point of damage, which it probably would, because it's like cold water. It wouldn't necessarily be a cold water living Sub-Zero. Within a minute or whatever, she's gonna turn into herself.
As long as we get her out into the river, we have the advantage then, right?
well, we don't need to go that far. We just go and take. If we get her into a snail, pick her on up, throw her into the kitchen fire. She takes the point. She turns back into herself in the middle of the fire. Can't move.
Fire out then with her bulk.
But she's surrounded. She can't move. And we have a control point of that doorway.
By the way, have I mentioned how terrible it stinks in here?
Yeah.
That could work as well.
Or we just fucking man up and beat these bastards down, right?
Yeah.
Sure. 7 hill giants.
Well, yeah. Don't be fearful. We got there's Spar Eye. Nicodemus, Garl, Silence, Gobble, the little halfling shepherd, and there's Weasel.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a recipe for possible good outcome.
I think with Silence here, it would be because she could do a little bit of crowd control.
Yeah.
Yeah, like rainbow pattern and just
Yeah.
thank God, right?
Yeah.
That's why we should probably hold off on that until we have Silence next.
Well, and we can, and I kind of plan on it. But that's the situation. There are 6 hill giants, including her, or 6 hill giants and Gaw.
That's 7 total.
She's 7. Yeah, she's 7.
And I'm assuming she has at least more points.
Four ogres. 4
And
ogres. And then there are 6 goblins up top.
6. Oh, 6 goblins.
And and these ledges are 30 feet up there because like this is a big room. There's windows up high. There's torches. You can see that through the windows that the sky is just silver. But she woke up at the crack of dawn, demanding food. So they're stoking the fires and bringing her food. And like I said, it's just begun another day of eating, shitting, and pooning.
And from Garl's perspective, he's looking at it. You kill the leader and set the rest free, because now they're not bound to her by fear or love or whatever. So they may, some of the doesn't necessarily mean if we kill her right off that the rest will fight to the death against us.
You can hear the yipping and barking of wolves somewhere.
Yeah, but they're all chained up.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Until one of the hill giants sets them free.
Yeah. But
or if they recognize strangers.
Could be we do smell differently.
Yeah, we smell cleaner.
Did I mention the stink?
Yeah.
Like literally, like there's like the pig pens below those holes, and well, if you know a pig pen,
yeah,
especially one that's kept by humanoids inside of like hill den or hill dwarf den, that's a giant beaver dam. Like not a clean place to begin with, and pig pens, and oh my god, I can't imagine it. Pig manure is the worst.
It does make a nice organic heater.
And it's literally like a garbage dump in here, right? There's just food and scraps of food, and she's literally just scraping in between them bringing her food. She's like scraping sludge up off the floor and licking her fingers. She even reaches behind for something, just like, and she pulls out like a handful of food, stuff like that, and you also see like a few copper coins go flying as she pulls it out, like sofa money, right? Like
yeah,
lost in the sofa. Like some coins go spilling out from behind her when she reaches back and pulls out something, God knows what, and stuffs it in her mouth.
Yeah.
And then you think it was a chicken she was sitting on.
That's disgusting.
Everything. She's just everything. The ogres and giants can hardly keep up.
They might end up being on the menu soon.
Oh yeah, and you can see that there are like tables and cleavers and a pair of shoes, or not a pair of shoes, a shoe laying against one of the posts. You can see how this thing wasn't built by giants. You can tell that this is more like a hobgoblin construction. Like the steading itself is built very well. It's not just willy-nilly beaver pile. it's a true fortified construction, and especially that is what you guys saw, the tower too. So it's well built, but so yeah, unless you guys have anything else you want to do, we could call it until next time when Silence is here, and then we can initiate an initiative.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Initiate an initiative.
Uh-huh.
Hey, is that why they call it that?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 to 4. It's not even too terribly early. Yeah, because I think just a hypnotic pattern would help a lot.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever it's called.
That would fucking help immeasurably. Hold it. Just out of curiosity, were we supposed to just kill Ga, or did Ga have something like a conch shell that we needed?
You come to get her conch. So that's
Yeah.
why you guys got to do whatever you got to do it to get
I
it.
thought we could steal the conch and get the fuck out of here.
Right. That's if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, you just have to find where it is. But the odds are it's probably, I would think, kind of close to her on that wagon underneath all the debris or something.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's there too.
It looks like even like her club is within grabbing distance.
Yeah.
So
One of my first thoughts was-
good speculation to say that anything of value is within grabbing distance.